Have you ever had a conversation with someone and they're just kind of like on their phone? They're looking, but they're on their phone and maybe they're reading something, but you know that their full attention is not in the conversation, that they're just kind of looking and trying to go back and forth, and maybe they're deciding what they're gonna do next, and they're not really engaged in the conversation. We've all had a conversation like that, maybe one or two, right? And so this is what we are unknowingly doing when we are using things like hypnosis scripts, when we are using techniques, when we are using deepeners, and all of these manual restrictive techniques within our client sessions. And I was definitely one of those people. And I didn't realize it until I used a method that is completely intuitive and completely conversational. Because what we're doing, say, for example, I'm with a client right now and I'm scrolling through the technique that I'm using or reading through the inner child script or something like that, and I'm reading here what I'm doing now. As you can see, I'm not really looking at the client, right? I'm here, I'm reading. Sometimes, I would like maybe do this and I would do this frequently, but either or, my attention is divided, right? We can agree with that. And when our attention is divided, we could potentially miss a lot of the wonderful things that are happening in front of us. In ACH, we really focus on these things that we called the unconscious moments, unconscious expressions that our clients give us as hints as to whether or not we're getting to the root or we're really getting into the deep core of their issues. And these unconscious moments are not just the words our clients say. So even though we're probably listening to the words that they're saying, we are also, by having our divided attention, and we're on our phone, or I don't know about you, but I had so many cue cards around my desk when I did the traditional methods, and I'd be looking down, not looking at my clients. And so that divided attention is a way that we can miss out really, really good unconscious juicy information. Because as we know, the unconscious mind communicates not with words. It cannot and does not communicate well with sentences and with words. Maybe it'll give us one or two very vague words, but how the unconscious mind communicates is very different, right? And so we could potentially miss that. We can miss the visual aspects of how the unconscious mind communicates when we're in our sessions if we're unknowingly doing that. And so, like I said, I did this too, and I didn't realize how potentially how much I was potentially missing out in the transformation that I was giving my clients because I didn't know it any better, really, right? Well, so when was not really fully my fault, but because I wanted to really enhance my skill sets and wanted to give a superior service for my clients, then that's when I started to really hone in on the skill set of investigating clients' problem without the need to put restrictive techniques. And, if we just keep on doing how we're doing, keep on using the techniques, eventually these techniques won't use on each and every person, right? Because us assuming that an inner child visualization is going to help with one client, but they actually have trouble visualizing their past, then we can get into like that brick wall, right? And when we do that, that just isn't good for our clients and it's not good for our confidence either. So when we invest in things like investigating the client's problem and focusing our attention on that, that can definitely help us out. And so what are your thoughts on this? I would love to know. If you have been using techniques before, how is that going for you? And what types of ways are you enhancing your therapeutic skill sets? Let me know. And if you have any questions at all, also drop them. I would love to answer them. Otherwise, I will see you soon.